First and foremost, this TikTok app, this clock app is not going anywhere. Secondly, it will be shut down temporarily. Thirdly, it will come back up just like last time. It will be shut down just like last time. It will come back up just like last time. It will be brand new. Say it with me, just like last time. It will have time. It will take a lot of time to reconfigure. Say it with me again, just like last time. Um, I'm still needed on this app, but as soon as I'm not needed, I'm no longer needed, baby. I'm going to Bigo. I'm going to Bigo. Catch me on Bigo Live. Add me on Bigo Live now. Now that that's out of the way, I want to share my story. I was in a car accident. I was born in 1976. I was in a car accident when I was 4 months old. It was a head-on collision, my my mother was trying to show me off to one of her friends, and it was like this drunk driver was in front of us, and he was speeding, and there was a lady behind us. There was a woman behind us. So the drunk driver collided, crashed in front of us, and we crashed into the lady. And the lady has, or back then, the woman had whiplash. I don't know if she passed. I don't know if she passed. I don't know. My head, there were no seatbelts back then. Back in 1976, there were no seatbelts. It was before Mad Mothers. My head went through the steering wheel. It's like right before he crashed into us, my mother put me on her lap. And then when he crashed into us, my head went through the steering wheel. My head swelled up. My head swelled up. How do you say it? Swelled up? They had to cut us out. I was in a coma. I don't know for how long. But my mother told me, that drunk driver's mother was like, oh, baby, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. Of course, she didn't know I was in a coma, but why say that shit anyway? Why are you going to say that shit anyway? But anyway, that shows what kind of person you are. I think the drunk driver passed away. I think the drunk driver is dead. I don't want to say dead. Death is not the end. And I just want to say that I suffered a brain injury. It damaged my pituitary gland. That's why I see this baby face in front of you. And I'm really 48. I'm really 10,000 years old. This is not my life. This isn't my first life, or my second life, or my third, or my fourth, my fifth, or my sixth life, or my seventh. Okay? But I'm saying this to say, I was categorized as disabled. And people don't realize that it's differently able, not disabled. It's not a disability. It's an ability. And if you have autistic kids, I don't have autistic kids, but I do know what it feels like not to be normal. You might look at your autistic kids like they're not normal, but they are normal. They are normal. What the fuck is normal anyway? They are normal, and it's not a disability, it's their superpower. It's their superpower. Of course, my mother looked at it as a disability. I was called LD. I was called, which I hate this word, retarded, which I was not retarded. Saying all that to say, this is for anyone who has been categorized as disabled or have a disability. No, you are differently abled. You are differently abled. It's not a disadvantage. It's not a disadvantage, and your autistic kids are not at a disadvantage. Everyone is not supposed to be alike. Your child is unique. Everyone is not supposed to be alike because it would be boring. It would be boring. Can we just retire that word altogether? Disabled, disability? No, it's ability. It's differently abled. It's an ability, not a disability. Disability is a disadvantage. Autism is not a disadvantage. ADHD, attention deficit disorder, is not a disadvantage. It's a superpower. It's a superpower. Sensory issues. Any kids that have sensory issues and you think they're not normal, they are normal. They're just not your kind of normal. It's a superpower. Let's see, rainbow. Some of y'all have rainbow autistic children. There's nothing to do with they don't need any drugs. They don't need to be prescribed. Okay? They're God's children, the children of the Most High. They're chosen ones. They're chosen ones. Okay? They're not meant to be normal. They're meant to be different. And that's not a bad thing. So you're not normal. If you consider normal to be what it is right now, these people walking around like zombies, they're not normal. They're not their normal. They're different. They're unique. They're special. They're special. So if you have autistic kids, please leave them be. Don't give them any medicine. Don't prescribe them any medicine. They're okay. They're unique. They're special. They're special. They're special. They just need you to see it. They just need you to see it.